Well, the thing is, when you really think about it, a credit union credit card is great for many, many reasons. And in today's conversation, I want to illustrate this point by talking to you about a massive personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union. Maximum credit limits $100,000. Bad credit, okay. You heard it right. GEICO does have a credit union. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee you. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you are to ask me, if you are doing as terrific as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's convo, I want to quickly talk to you about a high limit personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union. Maximum credit limit $100,000. Bad credit, fair credit, okay. They accept all kinds of credit profiles. And the card is very simple. This card, before I even get into the nitty gritty, please, folks, understand that this video is purely instructional and educational. We have no affiliation, no association with the GEICO Credit Union. They're not paying us to do this video. We're just doing this video to share some relevant information with our beloved viewers. Okay, so we're talking about what? We are talking about the GEICO Credit Union Cash Rewards Visa. And this is an unsecured credit card and a rewards credit card for bad credit, fair credit, excellent credit, all kinds of credit profiles. The amount, $100,000. The APR will oscillate between 11.40% and 17.90%. And there are no fees. Decision speed, 2 to 4 days, real fast. And the condition is you got to have membership in GEICO Credit Union. Minimum FICO required, 525. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. 525. So with this card, you can earn unlimited 1% cash back on all purchases. Okay, there are no restrictions, and that's what we really love with this card. There are no restrictions, and in addition to that, you have a 0% introductory APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. Unlimited cash rewards. You can earn unlimited 1% cash back on other purchases. You have $100 cash bonus. You can earn, this is a one-time cash bonus after you spend $1,000 in purchases during the first 90 days. First 90 days, very important. And we love the fact that it has no annual fee. Think about it, right? You can save a lot of cash on that front too. So this is a simple and hassle-free card that helps you keep more of your own money. And they also have, we love the tap to pay feature. This is a feature that allows you to actually do transactions real fast, because this is faster than inserting or swiping your card, and it has the same level of security as chip cards. Okay, and with this card, with the GEICO Credit Union Cash Rewards Visa, you also have convenient online account management, so you can view your transactions, make payments, get text alerts, and you could do a lot more through what they have. They have a dashboard, but they also have a great app. They have an online banking and smartphone apps, and this is fantastic. Let me quickly talk to you now about the issuer. So when we talk about, so folks, in this show, I'm talking to you about a high limit personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union. Okay, and the maximum amount, $100,000. Bad credit, fair credit, good credit, all kinds of profiles are welcome. And so let's just dig a little deeper into this issuer. So like I said, GEICO does have a credit union. Yes, so you have the insurance company that everybody knows, and in addition to that, they have a credit union. The thing here is that this credit union was in existence as an independent entity under GEICO until they merged with BCU. So right now, GEICO Credit Union is a division of BCU. BCU stands for Baxter Credit Union. So this is one of the top credit unions in the country. They have more than 250,000 members in the whole country, and Puerto Rico included. And we love the fact that this is a credit union that's very close to their members. You know, the whole thing is, when you think about a credit union, a lot of folks think about an organization that is run by members, that that pays back dividends, or that just provides affordable services to their members. That is true with GEICO Credit Union. But one thing we love, in addition to all of that, is that GEICO Credit Union they have invested in the last few years in technology. So when you sign up with this institution, you have access to a whole constellation of innovative features. I spoke earlier about the app. They do have a great online dashboard. In addition to that, they have a lot of resources to educate you, financially speaking. In other words, everything from personal finance to investments to retirement planning, all this kind of stuff. You can get that through GEICO Credit Union. Of course, all of this is under the umbrella of Baxter Credit Union, right? BCU. And we love the fact, and basically, so we have evaluated this card issuer on tens of criteria, including the credit card variety, the card limit generosity, the cost, the reputation, the customer service. And in our view, we believe that a GEICO Credit Union is a great credit union, and we assigned the company a score of 9.5 over 10. 9.5 over 10. And right now, as of today, the company is headquartered in Vernon Hills, Illinois. I mean, GEICO Credit Union, before the merger with BCU, was headquartered in Chevy Chase, Maryland. And after the merger, and that merger happened on November 22nd, 2019, so that's about 2 years ago. And since then, the combined company, the combined BCU entity, is headquartered in Vernon Hills, Illinois. Okay, and this is a great credit union. They have assets in excess of $5 billion as of the date of this show. So fantastic credit card. I mean, for a fantastic credit union and fantastic credit card. Let me talk to you now about the card in depth. Folks, if you just joined this show, let me just talk to you about the fact that this show is about a massive credit card from GEICO Credit Union. Maximum amount, $100,000. We love the fact that they accept low credit, fair credit, excellent credit, good credit, excellent, all kinds of credit. And we love the fact that this is a card that, and again, the card is the GEICO Credit Union Cash Rewards Visa. Okay, this is pretty good. Now, with this card, with all the benefits I already talked about, you can do a lot more things. You can do a lot of things. You can add an authorized user. And we love the fact that they have the auto pay function, like where you can actually you can pay some providers, your utility provider or all kinds of service providers automatically. This is pretty good with GEICO Credit Union Cash Rewards Visa. It's even faster. They have a feature in there where you just have to communicate. You just have to turn it on, switch it on, and it does everything for you automatically. This is pretty cool. And you can block and unblock your card. They have the card protect feature. This is a nice feature, man. I'm telling you, especially if you have a large family where you have a lot of authorized users on your card. Let's say you have kids, or you have your parents, or you have your partner, and it's pretty good because you have the card protect feature. This allows you to actually protect your credit and keep the card away from identity thieves. You also have the cash advance feature with this card, and for select members, they might even charge you $0 on cash advances. You have the balance transfer feature, and you have purchase alerts, so you can constantly monitor all the purchases on the card. And again, this is part of the constellation of identity theft prevention mechanisms that GEICO Credit Union has in place, right? And you can even request a credit line increase online or through the app. So this is pretty good. And of course, the card has a 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers for 12 months. I already spoke to you about the unlimited cash rewards, right? So you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every single purchase with no rebate. Think about that. And there's no restriction in terms of the categories. Okay, no annual fees. You get a low rate comparatively to other credit union credit cards. As I said, the APR will fluctuate between 11.40% and 17.90%. This is pretty good. So I'm showing you right now on the screen. You can see the terms. So we have here the first screen. You can see the BCU terms. the visa terms, so the interest rates and interest charges, you can see that. The APR for purchases, for balance transfers, for cash advances. Okay, and you can actually avoid paying interest on purchases as well. And on the second screenshot I'm showing you right now here, we have transaction fees, right? So you have balance transfer fees and cash advance fees and penalty fees whenever applicable. Let me talk to you now really quickly about eligibility. This is very important. Now, folks, in this show, I'm talking to you about what? Talking to you about a humongous personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union, okay? Maximum credit limit here is $100,000. This card is open to all kinds of credit profiles. They're not restrictive, okay? So even if you have bad credit or fair credit, you can still qualify. And so I'm showing you on the screen right now, when in terms of eligibility, there are several ways you can qualify for membership. And so the membership eligibility is based on one or more of the following criteria. So either through employment, community, family, okay? So employment, if you are permanent or temporary or contract employees of one of the several elite employer groups, this is basically your path to membership. In other words, what you want to do is you want to contact GEICO Credit Union to see if your company is part of their partnership program. If not, there are still ways to qualify without being physically, professionally, or geographically affiliated with the GEICO Credit Union. Sometimes they might want you to donate $5 or $10 to one of their sponsored nonprofits, and then you're in. If you want to qualify through geography, you got to live or work in one of 6 local community charter counties, and those are usually in Illinois. So you have Lake McHenry, DuPage, Kane, or Cook County, or Kenosha County in Wisconsin. Again, we are aware of the fact that most of our viewers are not from those areas. So that's why I want to stress the fact that you can still qualify without being geographically, professionally, geographically or professionally associated with the GEICO Credit Union. Just call them up, and they will actually, help you get in the credit union. Now, if you are lucky to have a family member who is already a member of the credit union, that's even easier. Okay, so if you have a spouse, a parent, a child, a sibling, a domestic partner, a grandchild, a grandparents, an aunt, an uncle, niece, nephew, or a cousin, then you're in. You can actually qualify for membership through the family, through kinship, if you will. So in addition to that, you got to be at least 21 years old or 18 with either a parent's permission or a verifiable source of income. You got to have a social security number. You got to have a source of income, of course, and you got to have you got to be, of course, a United States citizen or a green card holder. Okay, I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about a massive personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union, maximum amount $100,000, bad credit and fair credit. Okay, and they actually also are very flexible when it comes to membership. I just explained that, and now let me talk to you about the evidence needed. What kind of evidence should you supply to GEICO Credit Union to qualify for membership and to qualify for this credit card? And now there are a series of pieces of information they need from you. First of all, you got to specify what type of credit card do you need. They want to know whether you're a tenant or a homeowner. This is important. They also want to have an idea of your personal situation in terms of your finances. So they want to have some information about what other debts you have and who are those creditors. Okay, and they want to know whether or not this is a joint credit card application or a single credit card application. Are you co-borrowing or co-signing? And they want to have some kind of idea about your personal background. Now, the thing here is that if you are already a member of this credit union, chances are they have a lot of this information on file anyway. So they're not going to ask you, or you don't have to supply those kind of those pieces of information. But it's just good to know. In terms of evidence needed, in addition to information you got to put on the credit card application form, you need to pay attention to income tax returns. So, Geico Credit Union typically requires 3 years of income tax returns, either personally or business related. So that will be your 1040 or your 1120 or 1065. And in some cases, they might ask for your financial statements. It depends on the limits you're asking for. So the maximum, as I said, is $100,000. If you're asking for 95,000 or 90G or 85G, that's kind of high, right? So that means the requirements will be higher as well. But if you're asking for 10 grand or 20 grand, they might not ask that. But so if they ask you for financial statements, you got to supply the 4 financial statements. So your balance sheet, your income statement, your cash flow statement, and a series of bank statements. Okay. Now, bank statements are also financial statements. And in some cases, they might ask you for 3 months or 6 months. It really depends. And one thing I also want to say here is that we've seen in some cases, even though this card is an unsecured credit card, we've seen in some cases that the higher the amount and the lower the credit score, if the chasm between the credit score and the credit limit required or requested is high, they might ask for collateral or a personal guarantee. For example, if you have a credit score of 400 and you're asking for a credit limit of say 75,000, the chasm, the delta between the credit score and the credit limit is so high that they will ask you for some kind of guarantee, and that makes sense. Now let me talk to you about how to apply. Folks, why are we here today? We are here today for an important topic. I'm talking to you about a high limit personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union. Maximum credit limit $100,000. Low credit is okay. Bad credit, fair credit is okay. So don't worry about your credit profile. What you need to worry about is getting all the info you need to apply successfully. Okay, and you can apply via email, fax. You can actually go on the website and they have a web form there where you can apply. This is fine also. You can apply over the phone if you have time to supply all the info. They are okay with that. And you can also visit the branch if you live in Illinois or in another state where GEICO Credit Union is available. You can also apply there. You can mail in it. You can mail in the application. Remember that you can always contact a loan specialist at 1-888-389-8344. So if you need additional info, or you're just not comfortable applying, over the phone or over the internet, just contact a loan specialist. Again, the number is 1-888-389-8344. Okay. And now let me just walk you through, if you decide to apply online, or even if you decide to apply at the branch, you still need to know what kind of information they're asking for on their credit card loan, on the credit card application, right? So let's just walk through this very quickly. So you can see on the screen right now. So they will ask you for your first name, your last name, your social security number, right? And they will ask you if you are a current BCU member. Remember that GEICO Credit Union is a division of BCU. Those two entities are independent, but GEICO Credit Union is, just think about it as a subsidiary. They just can't use the word subsidiary because a credit union is a non-for-profit, so that's why they use the term division. But yeah, they're part of BCU. So if you are a current BCU member, they will ask for your member number. But if not, just ignore that field, okay? And then you can see on the next screenshot here, they will ask you for your first name, last name. You put your date of birth, and you got to specify how you are eligible for membership. So again, this is the reason why, if you don't see, so there is a drop down menu where you have to see if your employer is there. If not, please just contact someone over the phone and they will hook you up. They'll help you get membership through another means. You got to put your address, your contact information. You have to put your phone number, all that kind of stuff. Phone number, email address, how you want to be contacted. And next, they want to have an idea of your income. So you can see on the screen here, they're asking for your current employer, your annual gross wages, your occupation, what kind of work do you have, your employment start date. All of this is just kind of give them an idea of your financial situation. And on the next screenshot, you can see here that they're asking you for what kind of Do you want to have a card? Are you looking for a card? If yes, your credit line amounts, right? So here we just put 100,000 because we are happy. We're trying to be optimistic here. And the last screenshot, they're asking you to certify. Okay, you just had to certify a few things. Put the last four digits. You just got to put the amount you're looking for, and just got to certify and click submit. That's it. All right, folks. Let me give you a few pro tips here. If you want to increase your chances of qualifying for a high limit personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union, again, the maximum loan amount, it's not a loan, it's a credit card. So the maximum credit card limit is $100,000, okay? And they accept all kinds of credit profiles. We have low credit, bad FICO, fair FICO, you name it. To qualify, to increase your chances of approval here, you got to be strategic. First of all, you want to keep your documents in order, okay? When I'm talking about documents, I'm talking about everything from tax returns to bank statements. Nowadays, those things are kept electronically, but still, you got to have a place where you can just store all that data. Okay, so keep your documents in order, very important. You want to maintain good credit. Simply because I said they were welcoming bad credit borrowers and fair credit borrowers doesn't mean that you still don't need to work on your credit. They might approve you if you have bad credit, but guess what? They might give you a high APR. So the more you work on your credit, the more you improve your credit, the lower your APR will be in the long run, not just for GEICO, but in all kinds of credit arrangement, in all kinds of borrowing arrangements. You also need to demonstrate sufficient cash flow. Remember, they ask you about your occupation, and they also ask you on the application form about your, I think they ask about your wages, right? How much you were making every month, or every 2 weeks, or every year. So that's important. And you also need to understand all the different credit cards that GEICO Credit Union provides. So if you don't qualify for the cash rewards visa, there are other cards that you might qualify for. So just keep that in mind, okay? And you also need to make sure that if you don't qualify, what I was just talking about earlier, if you don't qualify for an unsecured credit card, but you still want to have a card from GEICO Credit Union, how about considering a secured credit card? Let's say you're just trying to build or rebuild your credit. So you might want to go with a secured credit card, and then later on, you can graduate to an unsecured credit card. All right, folks, this was it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about a high limit personal credit card from GEICO Credit Union, maximum amount $100,000. So I spoke to you about the card, the facts about the card, the issuer overview, the card in-depth, eligibility, the evidence needed, how to apply, and I gave you a few pro tips. Thank you so much for your attention. Really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.